Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sodaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling Podcast. Betsy!
Oh, Marcy.
We're doing it again. We have a guest. 2026, we have guests again.
Woo! Look at us go.
And I'm very excited about this guest because
Me too.
some of our listeners I would say some of our listeners maybe have already been introduced. Well, a lot of you probably know our guest, but may have even heard a story that will be told today on my birthday, though. So it was such a good story. And also I love this person so much that we are having her back on the podcast.
Yes.
We have writer and podcaster of Comfort Creatures, Alexis Preston. Welcome.
Hello.
Alexis.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm thrilled to be here. Oh, my dog's here now too.
Thank you for being. Oh.
Are you ready? Okay.
Yes.
This is
Cute.
Oh, wait. Show the dog. Let's see the dog.
dog.
Oh.
Cricket's
Oh.
here.
Cricket.
Cricket. Look
Hi,
at Cricket's little
Cricket.
face. A scruff-a-muff.
He's a scruff-a-muff, and I'm taking his collar off so it doesn't jingle.
Jingle
That's
jangle.
so
These are-
nice.
Yeah, these are the professional things
Hi,
you can expect from.
Cricket.
Well, Alexis, tell us about Comfort Creatures. Let's jump
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Since Cricket was paid to do a segue.
Yeah,
This
it's our
is so
segue little
cute.
thing we do. Comfort Creatures is basically a show. It's a show about pets, about animals, about literally creatures. We love talking like Greek mythology creatures. We love monsters, cryptids, any creatures in your life that you love. That's the show for you. And
Oh,
it's
that's so
myself
cool.
and my co-host lives in London, so you get to learn about creatures over there across the pond.
Ooh.
And it's just a fun, pleasant time, kind of a break from the horrible, scary things in the world. We try to keep it pretty positive and
Yeah.
pet forward, you know?
What's the
Yes.
weirdest creature you guys
Ooh.
have talked about? Like that's like, whoa, I didn't even know about this thing, or I didn't know
Well,
much about it.
There was one recently in terms of fictional creatures, but I didn't realize that the hippocampus, as in the brain part, is based on a Greek mythological creature.
Oh, what did that?
It's like a seahorse. It's like a literal seahorse, like a horse under the water that like people would ride. Like Poseidon would be riding on his hippocampus.
Whoa.
So that was a good one.
That's awesome. How have
Is
we
it
not heard or seen that in any of
right?
these Disney cartoons about what's going on?
They're being lazy.
Yeah, come on, Disney.
Thank you.
Good. What are you doing?
People don't talk enough about how lazy Disney is.
Yeah.
God.
Never
like,
do
there's
anything.
so much gold at their fingers, and they're just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
let's just do, I guess, the Lion King again.
Yes.
on.
Get your little lazy fingers busy, Disney.
Come on. Draw something new.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And you used to host Lizard People, which I feel like a lot of our listeners would know Lizard People.
I did. Yeah, it was Caitlin
Yes.
Hempstead and I used to do Lizard People, and I loved it. It was a great time. You can still listen to it, I think.
Probably.
Yeah.
Nothing
It
goes
was
away.
so
Look,
much fun. I always had such a blast.
yeah, I do miss, it was nice to have a podcast that was just a goof around.
Yes.
And I do miss that part of it. And I feel like this is actually a great kind of in between where I'm
Yes.
like, ooh, I get to talk about wacky stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Please get wacky.
Get weird and
Get
wacky.
weird and wacky. We love it.
Also, full disclosure, I also work with Alexis on Kevin. We had
Cool.
John Reynolds on recently, so
You
Big Daddy.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great
Did he have a
story.
ghost story?
He does. It's really
Yes.
fucked up, actually, and
It's
I
a
wouldn't
great
let him tell
one.
me at work.
Okay. All right. I'll have to listen to it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're coming back on because technically you already were on the Marcy Birthday Dynasty podcast, but that was behind a paywall. This one we're giving to the people.
Yeah,
This is-
and also it was a very quick. I was in the
So
audience.
quick.
There's no
Yes.
time for details.
You didn't
Yeah.
get into details, but it was left us agog. But we're gonna start by asking you the question that we ask everyone, which is what, if anything, do you believe about the paranormal?
Oh, okay. So I feel like actually in the last few years I've become more open and interested. I grew up in Sedona, Arizona, which if you've ever watched any cult documentary or alien documentary, that's where it all is.
Yeah.
It's the heart of the
Vortices.
paranormal. Yes. And because of that, I was very angsty about a lot of it because when you grow up surrounded by it, you're like, okay, well these are all tourist traps and scams and swindlers.
Yeah.
So for most of my life, I was very okay, dumb. And then the last couple years, I've been maybe not so dumb. Maybe less dumb. And especially I've gotten fairly into aliens. I'm it's so interesting, and there's so much
Yes.
weird shit with it. Kind of undeniable weird shit. I don't know what it is, but it's weird.
And
So
because I know you have family that spends a lot of time in the air.
this is true.
Really?
Yeah, my father is a hot air balloon pilot.
Whoa! Cool.
Yeah.
From
In
that
Sedona,
vantage
are there
point,
balloon
yeah.
rides?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So if you ever go, you should absolutely do it. It's so fun.
Yeah.
That is not a tourist trap. That is just a really good time.
Yes, yeah.
Before we get into all the stuff that you are oh, this is possibly a thing. Tell us what are the most I think this is bullshit that's coming out of Arizona. Just
Ooh,
to save
good
our friends some
one.
money. Crystals. How are you on crystals?
I love geology. And so
Mhm.
I grew up going to the rock shows, and I
Yes.
love a cool rock.
Mhm.
I love to go into a crystal shop because I'm like, what cool rocks? And sometimes they do have a nice feel on the hand.
Mhm.
You put it in your palm, you're like, it really fits in there. That's nice. That's
Yeah.
a smooth rock.
Ooh, yeah.
But I have never felt any effects of the crystals.
Okay.
I'm not saying other people don't, but I've
Mhm.
never been thank God I had this crystal on me. I'm very lucky today or anything,
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
But I also think if you had asked me, I don't know, 10 years ago, I'd been like, that's so stupid. But now I'm like, oh my, I don't know.
Yeah.
If you,
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
It's whatever you believe about it, you can endow some power into it, right?
Yes. Yes. And I think your brain is so powerful. So
Yeah.
if you
Not
think a
mine.
thing is doing something, you're no, sorry. Not Marcy's brain is not
Marcy's brain,
powerful.
no way. Not powerful, but
No.
mostly everybody
Famously-
else's.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
else, dogs, cat, powerful brains, but Marcy has a famously unpowerful brain.
I mean, the
Famously
mouth
weak
is the mouth's doing 90% of the work. Brain's
Hey.
not. But what about so we said the vortices,
Mhm.
which is Arizona. Well, a lot of the Southwest has
Yeah.
this energy, the
True.
vortex. So
Yeah, the vortexes.
what do you think
Vortices.
about vortices?
That is one that I have found to be a tourist trap.
Okay.
I mean, they're often in really beautiful parts of nature. They're along the creek, and so it makes sense that
Right.
you might feel a connection to the world
Yeah.
around you. And people like to stack rocks near them. There's often
Don't.
they
Leave them rocks.
they be
Right?
doing that. Yeah.
Leave those rocks.
Leave those rocks. They mess up
They're-
bug stuff.
I'm gonna look up what is
Come
the
on.
definition of a vortex, just so.
Yeah, I think it's where
it's-
energy is concentrated.
Yeah,
Right?
that's so interesting of you saying they're usually in beautiful nature spots where it
Yeah.
feels very when you see a really incredible old church and you're like, of course this made people believe in this made
Yes.
peasants and serfs be like, oh, there has to be something more if this thing can exist even though we live in
Mhm.
mud houses. Like, it makes so much
Yeah.
sense of, like, of
Yeah.
course you're gonna feel something when you're seeing this
Yes.
beautiful thing.
Yes.
So, yeah, visitors often report feelings of peace, clarity, heightened
Nature.
energy.
Yeah.
Now, recently on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, they went to Sedona, and Jennifer Tilly,
We love Jennifer Tilly.
she did not enjoy the vortex. She
Oh.
said that it was too intense for her. She's already very in tuned with that kind of stuff, and she was like, it was too much. I didn't.
I
it
believe
wasn't-
her.
Yeah,
I believe everything.
Yeah.
Coming. Jennifer Tilly rules.
Jennifer Tilly rules. She rules. She says that she never wanted children, and she used to have dreams in her 30s that are like rooms full of babies, and she would just have to swat them away. And she was like, my contribution to the world is Chucky.
Yeah. And honestly, we thank her every
Yeah.
day for that.
Yeah.
But so not everyone's liking these vortices, and
No.
you think they're bullshit. So good.
I mean, yeah, it's again really beautiful spot. Definitely go check out it's like some of them are near like it's like gorgeous, like the Red Rocks of Sedona.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's like a creek babbling by, and then they're like, and you're like having a picnic, and you're like, yeah, of course you feel.
Of course, this feels.
It feels incredible
wonderful.
here.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
peaceful, and you're meditating. Yeah, sure, absolutely do that here.
Yeah.
Did you?
But yeah.
While you were growing up there, and were like friends' parents, were your parents like super into the whole Sedona vibe? Like, did you see stuff?
Yeah.
Did your friends see stuff? Like, yeah, what was that like?
It was sort of a mix, but I think maybe actually that is what causes the like disillusionment of it.
Uh-huh.
Is that a word? We'll find out.
Yeah, it is now, dude.
All right. I feel like it just kept going. But basically, it's like a lot of my friends' parents owned crystal shops, and so like or like the New Age Center or whatever, and you'd go to their house and you'd be like, Dan and Terry, like no, they're
These assholes.
You're not magical people.
So
like
funny. They can barely make a good grilled cheese. Come on.
truly, yeah. They
don't
like
even
woke
let
me
us
up
drink
early.
Yeah. They made us clean the yard up at a sleepover.
Dan and Terry have no powers.
No, there's nothing
So-
tranquil about them.
Yeah, or like one of them was my soccer coach. Like
Yes.
he owned one of the crystal stores, and I was like, he makes me run laps. Like he's not special.
He's full of shit.
Yeah, doing psychic
Um,
readings in the back. No.
Yeah, we need
No.
plays. We need
Honestly.
plays in order to win soccer.
Why am I kind of bad at this if you're so special? And he was
Yeah,
there.
come on.
Yeah. So like that combined, like with like everyone in my graduating class, like they're all yoga teachers now. Like I think
Yeah.
that's like it's one of the main career paths if you grew up in Sedona. It's like either you leave or you stay and like are a yoga teacher.
Wow.
So I feel like that's, they're in it.
Yep.
And then many people aren't, but yeah. So that was sort of the demographics of the zone.
Yeah.
Did I answer the question?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So, okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if we should just jump in and have you. Well, I can't decide now if I want to hear more about UFO stuff now or later or
Mm.
tell your story. Where do we feel? Betsy, help me.
Let's do UFO stuff.
Yeah,
Like, because did you see, and like, I mean, the desert is always ripe with like weird stuff in the
The
sky,
desert is weird.
weird stuff on the ground. Like, did you see stuff? And like, as
Yeah.
a kid, where you're like, something's up
yeah.
Okay, so I
in
have
the
like
sky.
kind of two. One is my
Okay.
own, which
Yes.
is like, okay, I was at my grandma would do this thing, where she was very old and sort of incapable of walking far distances, but so she would still bring me to the park but she wouldn't play with me. She would just stay in the car and be like, okay, go play.
Staying in the car is real. I thought maybe sit on a bench, but even just being like, I'm not even getting out of the car is really funny.
I imagine her smoking a cigarette wearing sunglasses.
Windows up. Like,
You know, wait, you know who she looked honestly exactly like was Mimi from the Drew Carey show. Like,
blue
that is
eyeshadow,
my-
everything.
Full wore a wig, full, like,
Yes.
that is
In
what
the-
my grandma was.
Desert heat.
Oh yeah, full, always had full glam on, like long nails, but again, sitting in the car.
My God, incredible. Iconic.
Yeah, an icon from the South. I loved her.
Yes.
But okay, so one of these times that she brought me to a park in Camp Verde, Arizona. Locals will call it the Dirty Verde. So you get it. You get the vibe.
Yes.
But I was there and I was playing and I just looked up and there was this thing in the sky. And it was like pretzel shaped almost. It was like nothing I have ever seen. It was like a blackish, like brown. It was a kind of undulating and pretzel like. And it was like kind of unmoving. It was like, I mean, it was,
Mhm.
it wasn't like moving through the sky. It was still in the sky and just kind of like pulsing. And I was like, huh. And I stared at it for so long and I like looked around to see if anyone else was looking at it and they weren't. And then I kept playing. I was like, all right, time to go down the slide, I guess. Like, just
How old
moved
do you
on.
think you were?
I'm gonna say I don't think
19, playing on the park.
This
Going
was
down
2
the
years
slide.
ago.
I would say probably 7
Okay.
Wow.
because my brother wasn't around. So yeah, I was an only child at the time. Yeah. So 7 years old,
Whoa.
and I like
to-
actually forgot about it until somewhat recently.
what
and-
sparked you remembering it?
Yeah.
So again, we got kind of into UFOs more recently,
Yes.
and as we were talking about it, I had a flash of like, oh my God, that thing that happened, because we were looking through a book of like, it was like from the 70s of like types of UFOs, and it was like illustrations, and I had drawn it for my partner previously as we were kind of going. I was like, I had this weird, and I tried to draw it, and I was like, whatever. But it was confusing because, like I said, it was like a shape I haven't seen. And then in that book was the exact thing I drew.
No.
It was
Ooh, I
just
got
at the
chills.
Yeah. It was
Wait,
haunting.
what did they have any further explanation for what it was than just like
It was
huh.
like within several other, like examples of like spacecrafts that have been seen, and that was it. And I was like, I've never seen it anywhere else. It was just like
Yeah.
my rough drawing in this weird book.
So do you think it was a spacecraft and not just like or I don't know, like is that what your feeling
mean,
was?
Yeah, it had to be, if I want to approach it like, if I want to be the Scully in this situation, like
Yep.
perhaps like a satellite or like I don't know, something I've never seen before in the sky, and like therefore didn't have a frame of reference for it. But to molder it, like I don't know what that was. Like it did not. I also didn't like. It didn't look like a thing that. It didn't have wings or anything, so it didn't make sense to be flying.
Yeah, and for it to not be moving at all, like just to be there is so weird.
Is it
So
scary?
weird.
Yeah, and then to have a book have it is really like, oh my God, dude.
Yes. Yeah, because like also it's easy to chalk up to like kid brain also.
Of
Like
course,
I don't know,
yeah.
it was a balloon, you idiot, or
Yeah,
whatever.
that like you just or that's like, oh, you saw like Kim like a Skywriter and just were like didn't understand what that was,
Right.
Too
Yeah.
stupid.
What is this lettering? Yeah.
What is that? A cursive W?
I don't know what
Oh,
that was
I
like.
can't. Don't get me started on cursive letters. I just got the regular ones down.
Yeah, those are tough.
That's So
yeah, that was my first one.
okay. And what got you into thinking about UFOs recently too?
It's one actually was like when all that government stuff was coming out about them releasing all those files, like
Yeah.
and them just like the government kind of quietly confirmed like, yeah, oh, there's a bunch of extraterrestrial life we've never figured out, and then everyone was like, okay, well, the world's too crazy right now to really
Yeah.
focus on that. So like we kind of moved along, and I was like, wait, what? Like
Yeah,
they were
slow
like
down.
weird.
And what are you gonna do, right? So
Yeah. Hey, it's the past
hey.
is in the past, they say.
Okay.
But yeah, so it was that. My partner got really into like trying to astral project, so like that
Whoa,
also
really?
helped.
Have
Yeah.
they succeeded?
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, like he did the whole like there's like Monroe tapes, they're called, like Robert Monroe, and like all these tapes that you listen to, and there's like different phases, and he like got really far in them, and he's like had like crazy weird waking dream stuff, like full on. So that starts to like that's part of why I think I'm more
Whoa.
open to things, because like
Yeah.
having someone I know who is very like logical and not that way
Yeah.
be like,
Yep.
whoa, this shit's crazy. Like, so that's been cool.
That's awesome.
I love that. I'll have to talk to him about that next time I
Yeah.
see him.
Oh, okay. So then the second
Yes.
UFO. Okay, this is
Yes.
actually I have to set up. This is my mother's story, and my mom is very dry. She's very not spiritual. Doesn't believe in any of this. Like calls everything woo woo. You know, like
Yep.
for fun. You know?
Yep.
But while one of the times she was visiting Los Angeles, Grant, my partner, happened to ask her while we were like on the topic of UFOs if she'd ever seen one. And she was like, "Oh yeah." And I was like, "Oh yeah?"
Parents,
What do you
man.
mean?
Parents will do that where it's like, what?
Oh, all the time with her. I'm like, "What? Just like the last time we watched any movie, you could have brought this UFO thing up. Like this is a
That's
good
all
story."
we're watching. We're only watching UFO movies.
But so apparently she had lived with her friend, Kara, in Sedona, and Kara used to say that she saw aliens all the time, and my mom was like, "Okay, whatever." Like, you know, they're your friends, sure.
Yep.
But Kara was out for the night, and my mom was home alone, and all of a sudden, like through the window, is this like huge blue light, and she was like, "That's crazy." And she opened the door, and there was a being standing on the porch, like made of blue light, as she describes it.
What?
Yeah. And they said, "Hello, is Kara home?"
What?
And she said, "No." And they're like, "Okay, well, let her know we stopped by," and left.
Did she tell
What?
Kara? And Kara was like, "Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so.
Them."
That was my friend from the Blue Man Group. Sorry.
Oh yeah, was he lit up in a crazy way?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
And that didn't come up for 30 something years of my
I can't
life.
believe that.
I'm
Did
still
you
angry.
ask her what she thought about it? Did she was just like, "Oh, I just saw an alien and I don't care"?
She was like, I could tell that they were peaceful. Like,
Wow.
however, and I don't know if that's, some sort of a pheromone they're emitting or
Yeah.
what's going on. But she was like, "Yeah, I wasn't scared at all. I could tell they were peaceful, and they just asked her if my friend was home." I was like,
I have
"Oh."
so many follow-up questions for Kara. Like,
I
Kara,
know, we
what
gotta
are
talk
you
to
hanging
Kara.
out?
Where's
Yes.
Kara? Is
Kara's
she
like,
gone?
"That's
she's
my boyfriend."
Kara was not seen for 20 years. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
And she-
I don't know.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah. So full talked.
That's incredible.
Right? Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my
And then she's like, "And
God.
everything else is bullshit," which is fair
Yeah.
enough, because seeing an alien with your own eyes, it's very different than believing in like what she probably classifies as woo-woo stuff, like
Yeah.
apparitions and could just or
Yeah.
spirituality and stuff. Like, it's very different
Right.
than the alien life
Yes.
forms that like possibly science just hasn't fully caught up to it, but that like it's more plausible than like our soul. We have a soul and then it lives on. I mean, granted, I
Yeah.
think that we
Yeah,
got some
but-
ghosts, but not. I could
Oh,
see
yeah.
how people have a harder time with that part.
Yes.
And, if you've never had an experience with one or whatever, then, why would you think anything other than just like, I don't know, fun movies or whatever? But
Right.
then I think it's so funny because it's like the way she talks about it is so matter of fact. She was like, oh yeah. And I was like, what is wrong? Like, what do you mean? Oh yeah.
Gosh,
Like,
that also feels like such a parent thing. I'm just like,
I
oh yeah,
know.
you haven't had an alien come and ask for your roommate? Okay, well,
All right.
I'm making this tonight for dinner. So and you're like, wait,
Yeah, you're like, what? Slow down. Also, like, how many other stories like that do you have?
Exactly.
How will we get them?
Yeah, I don't know. She won't talk. We have to find the right keywords to unlock them, I think.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess you just have to start being like, so did you ever see like a dragon? Was that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's no. You start a list of
Yeah,
like, different
okay. No
things, yeah.
dragons, no fairies.
Glowing orbs anywhere? Or
Yeah.
I mean, that. Tell me
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
above your crib every single night. What? Stop that.
I could tell they were peaceful.
Yeah, don't worry, they were chill. They picked you up one night, but I told them, put you down.
Yeah, is Grant astral projecting to our house?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
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 Moving stuff
That's
around.
So cool.
Oh, God, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird. Okay.
Those are my UFO stories.
Those are incredible.
Thank
You
you.
want to tell us again? And it's great because I have a really disgusting memory. So, like, I mean, that it's like,
Disgusting.
it's riddled with like holes and slime and like
Yeah.
it doesn't work well. So I do know the story, but you're going to still surprise me when you tell me the story again that you told at my birthday.
Yes.
And this time you can go into more detail if you like. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Cool.
Okay. So I'll set the scene more because I think I
Yes.
launched right in. Okay. So this was, I want to say, how old are you when you're in the 4th grade?
I feel like 9, 8 or 9.
9, 10.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds right. So
Yeah.
I'm 9, 10, and I'm with my friend Michelle. Oh, I probably should. Michelle. That's changing her name for safety, and I've done well. Everyone thinks that I changed her name perfectly.
Really funny.
Michelle. I can wait,
yeah,
we keep. I
I'll
can
stop
bleep it,
saying
guys,
it.
but we keep doing it.
Gotta believe it. Gotta believe it.
Whatever. I'm with Michelle, and I who knows where she is? Maybe this is nice for her.
Yeah.
And we had only ever this was, I think, my first sleepover at her house. We were sort of newer friends, and we're in Arizona. She lived in like a suburby part, and all of the Breaking Bad. That's sort of how her neighborhood
Yes.
looked. Had like the kind of sidewalks running through everything, adobe houses everywhere.
Yep.
And we were sitting in her driveway doing whatever 9-year-olds do, where you're just like throwing rocks,
Having a match fight.
Exactly.
You ever do those? Match fight.
Yeah,
Match for-
Betsy used to love to do those in the Palisades.
Stop it. I stopped.
Recently, you stopped very
Recently, I
About
stopped.
a year, over a year. She's cold turkey.
You're cold turkey.
Not funny.
No,
Marcy.
No, it wasn't
Marcy.
Uber driver. It wasn't you.
Yeah. Was it?
Whether or not
That's who
if it was
they
Betsy in the
prosec-
car.
Yeah, they extradited him from Florida. Yeah.
Whoa.
Is that true?
I don't know how the trial went, but like he was, yeah,
Whoa.
he set
Did-
some fires.
What was he just like an arsonist or having a match fight?
He was. I think he did it on New Year's Day, like right after New Year's Eve, essentially, and then the fire was put out, but it was still underground, and then the winds kicked it up again. So,
Oh my God.
at least allegedly, I don't know, and I don't know his name, so he can't get mad at me. Every Uber driver can't come for me anyway. So,
Right. No.
Night-
Also, fire's so crazy. What do you mean it's underground? Just
That,
like
isn't that so
seeping?
like still
I-
smoldering?
that's the thing about
It's so
fire is
spooky.
you can't start them because you don't know what they're gonna do.
True.
wait, what?
I think that's a line from Backdraft.
Oh, yeah.
I
Ron
helped
Howard's
write it.
Backdraft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Anyway, so you're 9 years old. You're in the driveway. You're
we're in
doing what
we're in the
9-year-olds
driveway.
do.
Whatever we're doing. And then a pair of white sneakers is just walking down the sidewalk. There's no body with it. And it takes us a long time to
No.
process. You know, we're like watching and we're like, do you see that? And we're like whispering. And then it just continues on by us. And we go, ah! Well, we yell. And I won't yell into the microphone, but we yell and we run inside. And still to this day,
Oh.
I don't know whose shoes those were. I don't know where they came from. I don't know why they were walking on their own. I don't know why there's a ghost of a jogger haunting the suburbs of
Right.
Sedona.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I
Wow.
guess that's the end. It's really not a long
Did
story.
you
That
guys
is
talk about it
so
after?
scary.
We did, but I feel like it was like you saw that, right? It was sort of
Uh-huh.
the whole conversation of like, yes, I saw that. You saw, and then what do you do? Like,
Yeah.
because it didn't come towards us or anything, and we're like, I guess that's just a thing we'll live with.
Oh
Was it
my
at night
God.
or daytime?
It was nighttime, but like in like there were lights around.
Yep.
Right.
Like, because we're in a neighborhood, so like they have garage lights and stuff were on. It wasn't like, oh, it was a person dressed in all black or something. It was like these shoes were
Ew.
walking.
Ew, that's
I
so
know.
weird. Clothing that's moving without a body, and it freaks me out so
Yes.
much.
Now,
Very invisible man.
Oh,
Betsy, what are the names? You're going to remember this, and I'm not.
I am?
Yes.
Okay.
Sacramento, there were just basically legs.
Oh, no.
Remember?
Fresno Nightcrawlers. dude.
Fresno.
They look like pants. They look like little pants that walk.
What are they called?
They're so
Nightcraw-
Fresno Night
Okay.
Wa- wa-
Okay.
Night
Okay.
crawlers,
Whoa.
night walkers.
Okay, let me pull it up and then I'll share.
I like
Um,
Sacramento's skimmers though. Because
Oh.
you can, that's interesting.
Did I say that? I just thought I said
No?
No?
But I did.
Nope, but
Okay. I
we're
was like,
gonna
I don't even remember.
come up
Okay,
with
let
them
me-
right now.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna share the Fresno.
What are these?
Isn't that they freak me out so much? They look
this
like
is-
pants. Yeah,
we
here's the
covered
video.
this
Oh.
so early on. Oh, yeah. Should I? Let's see if I can find the
Is there a
video.
video?
Let's see. Do you wanna see this night
Ew,
crawler?
Yes.
Look at it. It's like just
oh,
pants
ew.
walking.
they're kind of billowy.
Billowy
Yeah, it's
pants walking.
Hammer pants. Just hammer pants
Do you
walking.
think I saw a baby nightcrawler?
Oh
Did they start
my
as shoes?
God.
mean,
Maybe.
Because that is cute.
Maybe, baby.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because maybe they grow from like the toe up.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
Right? Like at one point they're soccer socks.
Uh-huh.
And then
uh-huh.
they're full pants. Whoa.
And you thought your soccer coach wasn't magical at
there
all.
we go.
Oh my
Come
God.
to think of it, one of the kids on our team was just soccer socks.
He was
And they were
good.
great. Yeah, so good. Scored so many goals.
So incredible.
Wow.
No, I mean, it could have been honestly, like, thinking of astral projecting, do you think it was just someone who was like stressing about having to go for a run in the morning?
That's so smart. That's such a smart way of doing it.
Or
You're
just to be like,
oh, send the
like, it's-
shoes.
yeah, just where
Yeah.
your energy, you're like, ugh, I gotta do this again. And then they're
do
thinking it
this.
through and they're literally like in their mind going through the paces.
Over and over.
Whoa. Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
Or a dead jogger.
Could
Yeah.
be that.
Yeah. Dead jogger is my like instinct, but I kind
Yeah.
of, maybe that's too easy.
Yeah. That is
Like-
so bizarre.
So
Weird.
crazy.
It's so
Do
creepy.
you want to know another detail about Michelle that I think about all the time?
Yes.
She claimed that she'd never farted.
This is why we have to bleep her last name. This is slander now.
Yeah, she's going to get it. Really?
Yeah, it drove me crazy. I was like, but I think you die. Like, I think you need
Yeah.
to fart.
Do you think she meant that she had never farted or that she doesn't often fart?
I never
She,
fart.
the way she claimed was that it wasn't a thing that her body did.
Oh, that's
So
such a kid thing.
I know.
I've
know?
heard people say like they don't fart, but I assume that they must sometimes. Like when you
have
sit
to.
down on a toilet, like they're squeaking out,
Something's
guys.
happening.
Yeah. Or like, are you burping a ton instead? Because like gas has got to
Right.
come out, right?
I have a friend that says she can't burp.
I have a
Okay,
friend who just learned how, and he's like in his 30s and just like learned how to be
Wow.
like, oh, I'm, because he would accidentally, but never knew how to like do it himself, and like finally learned how to do it.
Did he like watch a video?
I gotta ask him. I can't remember what happened, but
Yeah. I want to know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know how, but like I've never
Yeah.
thought about the process.
There's a Family Guy joke from, has to be one of the first couple of seasons, where Peter is just sitting there and farts, and then he just goes, "What the hell was that?
What the hell?
What the hell was that?"
What the hell is that?
That's such a funny specific about Michelle.
Isn't it? That's like the things I remember about her are like I saw that ghost with her and she claimed she never farted. And like that's what I remember.
Perfect.
So it's harder to trust your own
I
memory
know.
now because you know you're with a liar.
Yeah, it makes me look bad. Really.
Yeah.
She's tarnishing my reputation.
Associating, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, because you lived in Sedona, did you ever go to Jerome? And how did you feel about that
yes.
place?
Jerome is like one of my favorite places in the world.
Cool.
I love Jerome. They do a ghost tour every year, like near Halloween, especially. It's fantastic. One of my favorite ghosts was the ghost of a murderer of sex workers, and he would take their shoes. And when they found him, like when they like I forget how he died, but they found just piles of women's shoes. And I guess the way you'd know you've been visited by him is if one of your shoes was missing as a woman.
Ew.
That's the ghost you saw. You saw that guy.
No, I don't know why that's weird that it's shoe content. Actually, I didn't mean for that to be the case, but
He traveled 40 minutes to Sedona.
Ew.
came on down that hill. No, they're unrelated. They can't. I don't want them to be related.
Fair.
Was
The
it
shoes
a
were
ghost tour where they're
kind.
like, we're gonna use equipment to like talk to the ghosts and
No,
stuff?
it was more of
Okay.
a like history of like the various ghosts people have claimed and like where they were. And
Yes.
so yeah, more of a walking, almost a
Fun.
history tour with like flair.
That's how they always get you with the ghost tours. They're like, come see ghosts. I got you. I'm going to tell you history.
Yeah, that was the one I
Boo.
went to in Montreal, where it was like, here's the history of this building or area. Oh yeah, some people think a ghost is in that building. Okay, on to this one. It's like, wait, you're dressed as a ghost. Like,
What's
tell
his name?
Yeah, tell me how they die. Just make it up, please.
Please. Yeah, I love Jerome though. I think it's everything is ghost themed and I love that.
Yes.
You got the haunted hamburger. You got
What's a haunted hamburger?
it's just a regular hamburger restaurant, but it's called the Haunted Hamburger.
Good. I want a t-shirt from
Good.
there. That sounds awesome.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just like they know what they're doing. I'm always like, yeah, you why
What a
not? Spook
fun-
sells.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what a fun thing to be like, let's make our town spooky. Like, we're an
Yeah.
old ass town.
Yeah.
Let's just make it be creepy. Oh, that's so fun.
Well, and like, because they call it a ghost town, like the old unabandoned mining town. But I feel like
Yes.
someone heard that and they were like, ghost town? I got it. I'm on it. And they're like, that's
Haunted
not what we
hamburger.
meant.
No,
Yeah.
no, you got it wrong. And it was
Wait,
called
Tom.
the wickedest city in the
Tom, no.
West.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it was full of cowboys and robbers and
It was-
Yes.
It's a copper mining town,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
the copper has been completely stripped of the mine, so it is no longer of use.
But-
and
Think of
Yeah.
like the energy that copper would even mines full of copper would leave behind, because like that's the whole thing with copper is
That's
that like
true.
like people were
Right.
using it for wiring. So like what could it conduct? What kind of weird feelings would people have there?
Right.
Wow. That's so true, though, because copper's powerful.
Yeah. Even if it's just like you're like when people think their house is haunted, but it's really just like their electrical system is like making
Yep.
them have paranoid delusions and stuff.
Do you think, like, okay, if you were a miner and you died in the mine, do you think that, like, part of your like, ghost juice could be in the copper that you were mining and therefore could be, like, anywhere in the world?
I do
Like
now.
Jeremy Sisto? Was Jeremy Sisto a ghost that was made of electricity?
Who's
I
that?
don't know. What are you, yeah, what are we
Jeremy
talking about?
Sisto ghost electricity movie?
A
Wait.
movie?
Is
It's
this
called Jeremy Sisto?
no, not this. It was like a movie when I was wait, let's see. There Jeremy Sisto, I feel like he was a murderer who became a ghost. No, I can't find it,
Chucky?
guys. This was from the 90s too.
Chucky put his soul into the body of a doll?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And
Chucky?
it's copper. It's so powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think that I've never thought of that, but like, yeah, maybe
Right?
their energy went into some of that
And it's like,
copper.
you know how they're just like copper bracelets and stuff?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, what if you're just wearing a ghost around?
Whoa.
And you think that's going to help with your arthritis?
Yes. Yeah. But then maybe the ghost is like, yeah, I'll just kind of rub
Oh.
your joints and make you feel better. Like,
He's
thank
riding along
you.
with you, kind of trying to take some of the load off.
Thank you.
Oh my god. That's so
Oh,
nice.
so much. Oh, you're a murderer? Oh, that's a bummer, but thank you for making my arthritis feel okay.
I'm sure I told you, Alexis, that we had a haunted experience in Jerome. The Bombardo,
Right.
my crew.
Oh, that's right,
The
you
Bombardo
went.
crew. Yeah.
Tell me, I don't remember it though.
It was in the church. It was a haunted tour there. The guy was from Burbank, which is very funny.
That's so funny.
Ooh, yeah. He left the
Wow.
industry.
Very scary.
And we were in the churchyard using the ghost box. So as it like rapidly cycles through the the AM radio stations, you would hear words pop out. And granted, she's famous and someone could have set it up, but we heard Aubrey's name.
Yes, you did. Okay, I do
Wild.
remember this now. That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow.
I have some other stuff too, but like that was the thing. But I was like, I guess if he has someone, but I think he was just by himself from Burbank. I guess they could have programmed it to say something. Like if you want to believe, so if you really want to believe that like it's not real, they could have been like,
Right.
they could throw in a couple words that it might say to like spook people out, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because how long ago was this also?
It definitely post pandemic. So it was like,
Okay.
it wasn't like long ago. It was for a bachelorette trip.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess it could be fake, but it's interesting because Aubrey isn't that common of a name. Like,
Right.
Right.
so I don't know.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Right.
That's
So,
weird.
Spooky.
Wow. Cool.
do you have other stories you want to share with us, or we
Let
can
me think. I'll rack my brain. Hold on.
to go through the filing system?
Are you gonna pull your mom on us and be like, "Oh, I got abducted one time.
Oh,
I
by the
forgot. BTW.
I'm dead, by the way.
Oh. Alexis.
It'd be cool if I like turned transparent. The only
Yes.
other, if it's small one, which is like secondhand, but apparently, so I had a friend that was watching our place. We were out of town, pet sitting for us, and she said that when she was having trouble sleeping and she like woke up in that weird in between, dream state, and there was a woman like standing in the doorway of my bedroom, like, and she was like, it felt like she was directing the sleep. And like, because there's also like I have so many pets, and they were all, and she was like, it felt like she was just like making sure everyone was doing it correctly. And she was like, it wasn't scary, which it should have been, but like it seemed like she was like doing her job.
That sounds nice.
So there was that. Yeah.
Whoa.
And what's scary, we asked, apparently she was wearing a weird hat. And here's the thing that is scary, is that I have a human skull in my bedroom. It's a museum artifact that my father gave me. And it is the skull of a female conquistador. And they famously wore weird hats. And I a little bit was like, wait. What? And I was trying to ask her this without leading it and stuff. And she was like, yeah, I had a weird hat, kind of like darkish hair. And I couldn't, it was dark. So she was like in like a shroud, basically. There wasn't clothes, but I don't know. But maybe the skull is protecting the sleep in my home.
Oh.
It sounds like she was making sure everything's okay. Whoa. And you've never had anything like that. You've never had any dreams or anything with.
No, I wish, honestly. I mean, it sounds scary, but also it was weird being somebody else is having this at my house, because I was a little bit well, why is she? What's wrong with me? She wasn't. She want to visit my house? Or is it because she's always conducting my sleep, and it was somebody else? She didn't have the right, blueprint.
Now, I feel like you should go through all the animals you have really quick. We met Cricket.
I have another dog named Crumb, who looks almost identical, but he's thicker. And then I have 2 cats. They're both black and white tuxedo cats named Millie and Maud.
Cute.
But again, one is very thin and one is quite thick.
I think I know why the thick ones are thick and the thin ones are thin.
Why?
They're snacking on the other one's food. They're stealing.
I wish, but I couldn't tell you. They eat the same amount. I watch them and I go, "What are you doing?" I think it's just to balance out the world.
Yeah.
And there's just a conquistador. I assumed they're like a conductor.
And then our conquistador conductor.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm glad you remembered that one, because that one's crazy too.
Yeah. It's truly going through my house. I went, oh wait.
Yes. Oh, and yeah, there's a murderer in my attic.
You got to keep us updated if
it
you
comes
do
back,
come in contact, or anything happens with Conquistador.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you wake up tonight and you're like, oh dang.
Yeah,
we can hop back on. Call me up, Alexis, and I'll run to Betsy's house and shake her awake.
Shake me, break through a window and come in.
Yeah, it shows up and it's like, I heard what you said about me on that podcast. No, I'm sorry.
I thought it was pretty nice, actually.
I thought it'd be nice.
Honestly, not my skull, and I don't appreciate it.
I'm unrelated to that skull.
Yeah, that's
totally different skull.
Okay, sorry. Right. Where's your skull? Do I have
in my grave, where it belongs, and honestly, where you should have put that one.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
If a ghost told me to bury the skull, I would immediately.
Well,
I think I would
too.
But
if you're taking good care and dusting it and stuff.
It's in a cloche. Looks
what?
Yeah.
Like a serving platter?
Well, I think of it as in the Beauty and the Beast, what he keeps the rose in.
Okay, yes. Okay, that's...
Sure, you could eat it, I guess.
So you're using it as a dishware. Okay.
Yeah,
eating popcorn out of
I
a
eat
skull.
popcorn out of the mouth. It's funny. It's a little joke we have.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah. Like I said, funny lady right here. Got all of her good bits. She has bone bits. We love them.
Bone bits. We love her bone bits, dude.
Oh, here comes one of Alexis' classic bone bits.
Here she goes again. Oh, she brought a tooth this time. Great.
Oh,
Very
HR's
cool.
talking to her. All right. Shall we listen to a listener's story?
Yes.
All right, I'm playing one now.
Ooh, yes. And if it has something to do with shoes. Jumping out.
Good, I don't know.
Okay, hi. This is Allison. I am a first-time caller, also day one listener.
Hey, yeah.
Just recorded a whole entire message and realized that I had not pushed record. So this is actually going to probably go better. Anyway, this is a story of an old coworker of mine. When I interviewed her, I realized that on her resume, she listed her address, and it had one of those half addresses. So it was like 310 Southeast 12th Street and a half. And I always find those really interesting. We work in economic development and city planning and urban planning, and those little address things and map things are always really fun to me. So before I interviewed her, I pulled up the address and I realized that she lived above a funeral home. So cut to a few months later, we had actually hired her and we were on a work trip together in the middle of Ohio. And that night at, I think, Texas Roadhouse, I sat down with her and another coworker and I'm like, tell me everything about why you live above a funeral home. Good. And more importantly, if you have any scary stories. So she had met her husband, one of the funeral directors there, because she had worked for one single day in their admin department. And she worked there for a day, realized it was not for her, and quit. But she had left her water bottle, and they had met up so that he could give it to her, and the rest is history. So they are now married. They now post this story. They now have a kid.
Oh, wow.
But I was really just interested to see like how living in a funeral home was. She's like, pretty much, it was really nice, really calm and quiet. And she's like, but there are a few scary things. She's like, a lot of it is like the classic electronic haunting. She's like, a lot of times when they were upstairs, they would have like the old record player that was on the funeral home, like main floor, would turn on. And a lot of sound stuff like that, like the sound system would turn on in the middle of the night, just weird noises. But also they had tried to redecorate their upstairs apartment at a certain point. They had a lot of old pictures, a lot of pictures of the old funeral directors, a lot of historical things, and they moved most of it up to the attic. And she's like, for the next 2 weeks, every night they would hear bumps and noises and spooky stuff going on in the attic. And she's like, after 2 weeks, they had had enough. They moved everything back down to where it was, and everything stopped. They actually also had someone come in and do a reading for them at a certain point, just to get a feel on like if we could learn anything about these ghosts. And the one thing I really remember is that the ghosts had told this psychic that they had really enjoyed messing with the tall, slender funeral director, and that was her husband. Overall, I think she really did enjoy living there. She's kind of a spooky person, and I got to work with her at that office once. So I worked in the office of the funeral home, and it was overall a really good time. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this story. I really enjoy it when people live in little weird spots, and this was one that I thought was a cool, somewhat spooky story. So definitely didn't poop your pants, but I hope you liked it. Bye.
Cool.
Now, would you be spooked out if when we were at work, I knew where you lived before you told me?
Tell me all about living on your street.
Yeah. So you live near a 7-Eleven. What's that like? How do you know?
Hey.
That's a good point. I also found the whenever someone's driving while telling any of this, that was the scariest part to me. I was like, what? There's so many sounds happening and creaking, and I was like, oh, it's fine. That's not the scary part. I gotta listen.
Well, they're literally taking us on a ride. But one, very funny to only work in a funeral home for a day, and then
fall in love,
and then therefore you live.
And now
What'd you say?
live there.
Yeah, you live there. Is that what happened with Jamie Lee Curtis and My Girl?
Oh.
She was the makeup artist and then fell in love with Dan Aykroyd.
Oh.
That movie's so sad.
It's so
So
sad.
sad.
I remember
So
watching it
sad.
as a kid and being like, wait, what?
Same.
Why are we all watching this?
Yes.
This
I think it's
this
one of the
messed
first
up.
sad, like, that kind of movies that I ever watched. You know, like, it
Yeah.
was really seared into my brain of being like, wait, but I thought there's kids in this movie. I thought that's not what's supposed to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah,
No,
why
they
is-
traumatized us.
Why is
Yeah.
Kevin from Home Alone dying from bees? I can't
Yeah.
watch this shit.
Why would the bees do it? Why would they do that?
Yeah.
Also,
Set
remember when
some
she gets
traps for the bees, Kevin. Come on.
leave
I
your
need them.
glasses.
Yeah, little really micro machines for those little bees.
Tiny little paint buckets falling on their little bee heads.
Also, wasn't he getting something that was hers? He like found her
His
necklace.
ring.
Oh, the
Wasn't
ring,
it-
yes.
He was where he hid the engagement ring.
Gosh.
Horrible. I'm glad we spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it. It's fucked up.
It's
Don't watch
fucked
it.
up. Don't
Sad.
watch it. I feel I may have only seen it one time and was like, I'll
It's-
never watch this
why-
shit again. It's
why
so
would we?
sad. I don't know.
Too sad.
Too
Although maybe-
sad.
To show children depictions of grief. I don't know.
Yeah.
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 God.
Like a hard pivot. Yeah, actually, it's perfect. It's a
Actually,
great
yeah,
movie.
probably.
Also-
oh.
And poor Veda, already dealing with the grief of her mother. That she never really knew her mother because she like was a baby when her what a
Oh.
just traumatize us kids. Come on.
Come
So,
on.
Anyway,
wow.
I have a theory
Yes.
or an instinct about that. I think the ghosts were trying to find stuff, and that's why it sounded like they were like, "Oh no, they moved all of our things, and they were looking for
Right.
something." They're like, "This used to be on the mantle, but where is that picture?
Where would they put it? Yeah, maybe.
Where would they put it?"
And so then they're like,
Yeah.
fine, we'll put it back. And they're like, thank you so much.
Ugh, I was lost. Do you think
How
it was
in-
like something useful? Like, is it like he needed a pen?
Maybe.
Yeah, just like, where's my favorite pen?
Yeah.
Come
If they
on.
put it all back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
How
need
interesting
this.
to be like, okay, you now run this funeral home or whatever, and you live in it. And there are pictures and stuff from the beginning of it, like in your house where you will be living, where it's like, oh, do they have to be like, don't move them or else some shit's gonna go down? Like,
Yeah, you're not allowed to refurbish anything.
right.
Like, you know.
Also-
yeah.
I understand why you have to live there because you have to be accepting,
Oh,
bodies at
yeah.
any time. They have to go somewhere. So
Of course.
if they're not at a morgue in a hospital, they would be going there, right? At
Yeah.
least old timey, I
Yeah.
would imagine,
Yep.
Yeah. That's a good
So
point.
It's weird. It's interesting as we were talking about bodies and, skulls and stuff. Like, it's interesting that, like, these things just stay behind. They're not even what we are. Isn't that weird?
I always think about how, like, if a doctor has to, like, amputate your hand or whatever, your hand isn't legally yours after that.
You can't have it back.
No, they won't give
What?
it to you back. And I was like, but if I own anything in my life, it has to be my own hand, I thought.
Wait, surely this should go to the Supreme Court, no?
I think it
Oh, yeah.
did. I think it did.
Whoa.
I think because it's like biological waste, and so it's like a hazard to give back to somebody, and so it's like ruled like it's no longer your property or something. I mean, also this is a vague memory of this one time having read this, so maybe it's changed, but
Whoa. I guess
I'm-
there is
I'm-
something to be like, well, what would you do with it? Just like keep it in the freezer and then look at it and be like, oh man.
I don't know.
I
It's
miss
mine. I'll do it.
you.
I'll do whatever I want. What if I want to
Fair
high five
enough.
myself?
Fair
That's true.
enough. Fair enough.
I want to. What if that's my new coat rack?
oh, that's cool.
You like
What
shellac
if you-
it
the
or
wall?
something?
Yeah, you shellac it, and then it's like hold your.
Spider-Man,
Yeah,
hold your coat.
it's mine.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
fair
should, I think
enough.
you should be able to keep it. If you want to, they should.
They
at least
let
give
you
the
keep
option.
like weird bones and stuff from surgery.
Do they?
Yeah.
I thought they didn't now.
Oh, maybe now they don't. My
Yeah, I
mom
thought-
took my pins and plate for my ankle. She was like, I'm keeping it and showing it to my students.
Oh.
I'm like, ew.
That's cool though.
Well, she paid for it, so I
She
mean,
paid
I
a
don't know.
I
lot
guess
for
so.
it. Yeah.
Maybe
It's
that's
the
their
most
thing.
expensive hardware you've ever bought, Mom and Dad. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my ankle, and I thank you.
And my body
Yeah.
rejected it. Cool.
Well, you know, our friend
Cool.
Nicole had to get screws in her when she broke her leg years ago. She
Yeah.
had to get screws, but they knew when they put them in that they had to take them out because it's so common that your body's like, get it out.
Really?
So she had 2 surgeries that she knew up front she was going to have.
Oh, I had one, and then they're like, you're set for life. And then 4 months later, oh no, get them out. You're infected. like, just like,
I
oh. And
The
they're like,
body's
this
like,
was a 1 in a million chance it would happen. And I was like, okay.
no, I don't
okay,
think that's
guys.
true. I think it's very common that
It's
their bodies are
calming down.
like, get it out. Go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nasty.
You don't even go here.
yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Oof.
Alexis, you had some great stories, and we don't
Yeah,
often
thank
get
you.
UFO stories, especially
Is that
someone's. We don't, especially not
Yeah.
even UFO. You have an alien. Your mother has an alien
Your
story.
mom talked to an alien. like, that's
doesn't-
awesome.
She doesn't even care.
No, she doesn't care at all.
She's so desensitized living out in the desert. She's like, I
Yes.
don't even care.
It happens all
You know
the
what it is? That would
time.
change my life. Like, if that happened to me from that point forward, I'd be like, well, this is all I got to know everything about this.
Yes.
Like,
Right?
that would be a new obsession of mine. And she just continued living as normal. And I think that's the part that I don't understand.
It would
Like-
be like it would do to you what working with Ted Bundy did to Anne Rule.
Yes.
Although
Yes.
she was a crime reporter before that, I guess.
She was.
before
She was.
but
But
she was,
still.
it's like, this is all I care about now.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
I mean, if it was modern times, I certainly would have started a podcast. Do you know what I mean? Like, be like,
Absolutely.
is this happening all the time? Like, what's
Yep.
going on? She just
Yep.
didn't care.
Nope.
Anyway.
La-di-da, she said. La-di-da.
La-di-da. Kara.
Kara,
Weirdo. No.
always
Oh my God.
something with Kara.
Always
Always.
something with Kara. Come on.
And she wasn't home. Like,
Yeah.
also, you'd think, I don't know, they didn't know where she was. Don't they have
Yeah.
good tech? I don't know. Find my
Good
friends.
Yeah.
No. Oh, you mean the aliens?
Yeah.
So wait, we're saying even the aliens were analog back then. They were, they
Seemingly.
they could come all the way to the planet, but they couldn't
couldn't find
ping
a
your
person.
cell phone.
Yeah, they couldn't ping.
Couldn't
Yeah.
ping a ting. Alexis, this was so much fun.
This
Tell
was
everyone
awesome.
where to find ya.
Okay, yeah. Obviously, like I said, you can listen to Comfort Creatures. It's wherever you find your podcasts. And then I'm on Instagram at exits.exe. And that's kind of all I'm doing right now. So
Who could do
Yeah.
any more?
I know I'm
Yeah.
sleepy.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
so
tired.
sleepy.
This was
well,
so
this was
fun.
awesome.
This
was so
so
awesome.
fun. Thank you so
Thanks for
much.
having
Thank
me.
you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants.